Let's talk about a Jik Tek from JKD, which is basically a straight kick or groin kick. It basically looks like this. Okay, again. Okay, so that's a Jik Tek, groin kick. What are different ways to use it? Okay, I could be out of punching range, right? I can't reach him with my punches, but I'm within kicking range, right? I can reach him with a kick. So I could execute it from here. Okay, that's one way, again. Okay, another way, I could be out of kicking range, right? I can't reach him with a kick. He can't reach me. I can't reach with punches or kicks. From here, what you would do is you would pendulum into a kick. Okay, again. So right there, I pendulumed in, kicked, and pendulum right back out of his kicking range. Again. Okay, so now I'm out of kicking range. Another way to use it is to pendulum in and stay within punching range. Okay, so I'm out of kicking range, I can't reach, right? So I pendulum in, and now I'm within punching range. I can punch. Okay, so again. 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 And I stay here within range. Or I come back out. Okay, so just Bob. Okay, so another way to use it is I'm just standing there on the street and I kick. Okay, so I'm just standing there and I kick. Standing there, usually like to be safe, keep it a little bit forward maybe, and kick. Okay, so that's what a Jik Tek is, some ways to use it, okay? Let's talk about how to execute a good Jik Tek. Okay, so if I'm within kicking range, right, I can reach, right? If I'm within kicking range, when I kick, I keep the rear foot planted. I don't move it when I kick, you see? I don't move it, it stays there. Boom. Now, also, for the Jik Tek, we like to use the lead tool, the lead leg. This is the lead leg, this is the rear leg. Okay, this one's in the front. We like to kick with the lead leg because it's closer, okay? It's quicker to get to the target. It's less telegraphed. It gives them less time to react or see it coming. If I use the rear leg, I can get more power, but if he's sharp, he can see it coming, okay? So, you know, it's more power, right? But he can see it coming. You don't need a lot of power to kick the groin, but you can generate plenty of power if you put your strong side forward. I happen to be a lefty, so I like to put like my left side forward for my jabs and for my kicks, okay? But I practice both sides, okay? This way. Okay, so you want to use your lead tool, preferably put your strong side forward. And because again, harder for him to react to it, to see it coming. It's very quick, okay? So let's go back to how to execute a good Jik Tek when I'm within range, kicking range. Keep the rear foot planted when you kick. Okay, it's not going anywhere. Okay, the other thing is you're flicking, okay? Flick, think like a whip. Whip, whip, okay? To whip, you need to be relaxed, need to be loose, right? If you're stiff, it's gonna be hard. You wanna be relaxed, okay? So you flick, 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 flick. Now, some common beginner mistakes is trying to use your leg as one piece. That's very hard. It's very hard and it's going to be very slow. So you don't move your leg as one piece. You bend your knee, flick, bring it down. So lift your knee, flick, lift your knee, flick, bring it back down, okay? You don't want to move as one unit. It's going to be very hard and very slow and not very powerful, okay? The other thing you don't want to do is you don't want to cock your kick back before you kick. So you don't want to go like this. To get power, people will do this. Because that gives it away. You can see it coming. It gives them a little time to react. My body kind of moves back to kick. Okay, you don't want to do that. Only forward. Economy of motion, right? Think being economical. What's the most efficient way to get from here to here with the most power? Okay, so you lift your knee, flick, bring it back. Always forward. Right? I'm never going back. I'm never going back to forward. Okay, I don't do this. Right? Right, I don't go back to get more power. I don't cock it to get more power. I go straight from here. Okay, from here. Okay, the way we can get more power, one is by flicking, being loose. And two is thrusting the hip forward. Okay, so you can thrust the hip forward. Okay, thrust the hip forward. That gives you power. Keep your hands up as you kick. Okay, your hands up. So again, if I'm within range of kicking, I keep the rear foot planted. Okay, I flick. You want to be relaxed. Flick, flick, right? I don't want to cock back before I kick. I use the lead tool. I don't want to move my leg as one unit. Okay, I lift the knee, flick, bring it back. Okay, from here. Right? Now, you will find that you need to put a little bit of your weight back to kind of put pressure off the front leg so you can kick and flick it, right? So you need to put your weight a little bit back to kick. Okay, it's a little bit. So you'll find you need to put your weight a little bit back to relieve pressure from this so you can kick. Okay, but it's better and harder if you keep your weight centered, right, as you kick. Right, before the kick you want to be 50-50 so you can move either leg quickly, and after you kick you want to be 50-50. But if you can keep your weight distributed 50-50 as you kick too, that's even better. Right? So keep your weight centered. It's hard. So you may put a little bit of your weight back to kick. Okay, so that's kicking within kicking range. I can reach. Okay, what if I'm out of range, right? We said you can pendulum in, right? So, right? Okay, so how do we do that? So look at my feet. I start in a good JKD stance, wide, right? My feet are wide. The rear foot comes in to replace the front foot. The front foot kicks, comes back to replace the rear foot, back here. Back in where I started, same distance, right? I don't want to kick and end up like this. I want to kick and end up back in this good stance, ready to do anything. Okay, so rear leg replaces the front leg kicks, comes back, replaces the rear leg, end up in a good stance. Okay, so look like this, kick and back. Here, back. Keep your head leveled. You don't want to go up and down. So you start low, stay low the whole time. Okay? Okay, so again, replace, kick, replace. That's how you do it. And remember, I could pendulum in and stay there, close, within range. I don't have to come back out. You can use it like this and then stay within range to follow up, right? So I could go from here and then follow up with punches. Okay? The other thing, when I'm facing my opponent, I don't want to look down where I'm going to kick before I kick, right? I look at him, I don't want to look down to kick. That gives it away, right? I want to always look straight. I don't want to look at his eyes. I don't want to look at his mouth because he may deceive me, right? If he's experienced, he may hypnotize, deceive me. So it's good to look over here, but see everything, okay? As I kick, I keep looking here. So practice not looking down, not looking where you're targeting, right? Because if I look down, it gives him a second to know, okay, he's gonna kick down. Keep your eyes there, kick. Keep your eyes straight, kick. Keep your hands up, protecting yourself, kick. Okay? So practice it. A few different ways to practice, okay? You can practice in the air. You don't necessarily need a target, okay? Heavy bags are not very good because you can't kick up on a heavy bag that's all the way to the ground. A regular bob without legs is hard to kick. This bob that has legs, it has a natural target that you can kick, but you don't need a target. You actually want to also practice in the air, okay? So start from a good stance, kick, 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 kick. See, the rear foot is not moving, it's planted, kick. Or from a pendulum. So that pendulum in, kick, kick, kick. Okay? So you can practice in the air, pendulum, or without a pendulum. Okay? You can practice on a target, the pendulum, and stay in, or pendulum and come back out within kicking range, right there. Okay? So there you go, that's a Jik Tek, or a groin kick, or a straight kick, whatever you want to call it. Practice.